Are you looking for the 5 best work monitors, Summer 2023, tested and reviewed? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best work monitors, Summer 2023, tested and reviewed on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Dell UltraSharp U2723QE 27 4K UW-LED LCD Monitor. The best monitor for home office use that we've tested is the Dell U2723QE. It's an impressive office monitor with many features, so it's a great choice no matter what you do for work. It has an sRGB picture mode that results in excellent accuracy before calibration, which is important if your job requires accurate colors. Although it has disappointing reflection handling, you won't have many issues using it in a bright room because it easily gets bright enough to fight glare. If you need to share your screen with a coworker or client, it also has wide viewing angles that keep the image consistent from the side. What makes this a great high-end monitor for work is that it has a ton of included inputs, with 5 USB-A ports and 3 USB-C ports. One of the USB-C ports supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90 W of power delivered, allowing you to display an image from your laptop and charge it using a single cable. It also has a KVM switch that makes it easy to control 2 devices with the same keyboard and mouse, which is great for multitasking. If you want something bigger than the 27 inches screen, then the 32 inches Dell U3223QE is a good alternative, but it costs more for minimal difference in performance. Number 2. LG 40WP95CW40 UltraWide Curved. If you find that the 27 inches screen size on the Dell U2723QE is too small and want something bigger, ultra-wide work monitors are a great alternative as they provide plenty of screen space. In that case, the LG 40WP95CW is a great choice with a 40 inches screen and a high 5120 by 2160 resolution, which has the same vertical resolution as a 4K monitor, but with more horizontal pixels. While its bigger screen is better for multitasking than the Dell, it isn't as good to use in bright rooms because it only has decent peak brightness and isn't bright enough to fight intense glare. This means the Dell is still better if you work in a well-lit office and don't need the biggest screen. It's easy to connect your laptop to it as it has 2 USB-C ports that support Thunderbolt 4, which deliver 96 W of power, enough to charge most laptops. If you find this model too expensive but still want an ultra-wide display, there are some 34 inches options you can get for cheaper. The Gigabyte M34WQ is a great ultra-wide office monitor that doesn't cost much, but its USB-C port is limited to only 15 W of power delivery, which isn't enough to charge your laptop while you're using it. Number 3. Dell S2722QC 27 inches 4 Kelvin USB-C monitor. If you don't need all the Dell U2723QE's extra features and don't like the ultra-wide format of the LG 40WP95CW, getting a work monitor in the mid-range category might be a good choice, like the Dell S2722QC. It has a smaller screen than the LG, and the main difference with the U2723QE is that it has a smaller USB hub, which explains the cheaper cost. Instead of having 3 USB-C ports and 5 USB-A ports like the U2723QE, it has 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C input with DisplayPort Alt mode that supports 65 W of power delivery, which is a bit less than the 90 W on the U2723QE. While this is still good enough to charge most entry-level laptops, it isn't enough for power-hungry laptops. The S2722QC has a high 4K resolution, delivering sharp images and text. It has excellent ergonomics with swivel, height, and tilt adjustments, and you can rotate it into portrait mode if you want to use it vertically. You also won't have any issues with it in a well-lit room, as it gets bright enough to fight glare. This monitor also has good reflection handling, even better than the U2723QE, even though it's a lower-end model in Dell's productivity lineup. Number 4. Dell S2721QS 27-inch 4 Kelvin. If you're on a budget and want the best work monitor, a few great options won't cost you much. The Dell S2721QS is one of those monitors, as it's a low-cost 4K display that's a step down from the Dell S2722QC but still offers excellent office performance. This monitor is bare bones in terms of features compared to the S2722QC, as it doesn't have a USB hub, but that's the trade-off you have to make for getting something cheaper. Only a few 4K monitors are available at a budget price like this one. The advantage of getting a 4K display over other budget 1440p monitors is that you get much sharper text due to the increased pixel density. On top of that, this monitor has great SDR peak brightness and very good reflection handling, making it a great choice for well-lit rooms. It's also well built with impressive ergonomics, so you can easily adjust it. With its wide viewing angles, the image remains consistent no matter where you view it from, which is great if you often need to share your screen with a coworker or client. Number 5. ASUS 23.81080p Gaming Monitor. If you want the best monitor for working from home, but need something cheap, then the ASUS VG246H is a good option. It has a smaller 24 inches screen and a lower 1080p resolution than the Dell S2721QS. However, it's still a good size if you have limited desk space or want to buy two to place side by side. The text clarity is still decent, and it has great color accuracy in the sRGB picture mode, which is great if your work requires accurate colors. Unfortunately, that mode locks most picture settings, so you may have to use another, less accurate mode to adjust the setting. ASUS monitors are known for their remarkable ergonomics, and this one is no exception as it offers all common adjustments, and you can swivel it 90 degrees in either direction. Its wide viewing angles make it a great choice for sharing your screen, as the image looks the same from the side. It's bare bones in terms of connectivity and extra features, but that's normal for a cheap display, and it still has built-in speakers if you want to listen to music while working from home and don't want to spend extra on a dedicated setup.